Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your patience. We are going to start off with our function shortly. So kindly be seated because we'd like to have something for you on the screen. So a minute, ladies and gentlemen, for you all to settle down. Kindly settle down, and we're going to get going.
India is a fascinating country. We are 1.3 billion population. It is said that frugal innovation runs in our blood. With frugal innovation, we tend to find solutions for our current problem. But what about the future? Are we the futurist of the world? We often been questioned on the endowment of our countrymen to be at the power of innovation. And we've been questioned on the originality of the innovation. And the question asked, is India innovative?
India has the largest population of the blind. From past 65 years, we have been empowering the visually challenged persons to bring them in the mainstream society with the assistive technology.
75,000 ladies every year dying in India because of breast cancer. We as a team wanted to change this scene.
134 million customers in 170 days. Never happened before. The fastest growing startup in the world.
I would like to thank Aegis for recognizing us, and it's particularly a pleasure because we're a very small company, unlike the big names which are coming over there. Pure startup. Thanks Aegis for giving this award to us and recognizing.
It looks like technology will boost market in India.
This is not just a great platform for recognition of the work we have done, but also for the valuable feedback we have received from the jury. And that is very important for a startup like ours.
I think events like this, where we recognize the good work, the innovative work some people have done, and I'm very glad to see that smaller companies have been picked out to be awarded.
I have also to thank him for making me a part of this event for the last few years. More than you all, I feel more benefited because each time when I go back from this annual event, I go back wiser than before, having learned what more can be innovated and what more can be developed.
And the award goes to...
Well, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sure you just eagerly awaiting for this award ceremony to begin, and we're gonna, in a very short while, we're gonna see who's gonna be the winners of the 9th edition of the title of the Aegis Graham Bell Awards. And with the excitement that grows, I'm sure for those of you, just quickly shed some light on the Aegis Graham Bell Award, which is a tribute to the father of telephony, Alexander Graham Bell, an initiative of the Aegis School of Data Science, Cybersecurity and Telecom, and initiative to promote and recognize innovators, like so many of you all who are here this evening with us, ladies and gentlemen, with your innovations, and we are extremely happy to have you amongst us, ladies and gentlemen. This award, of course, powered by MUNI Campus and supported by our esteemed partners, and our partners, of course, who believed in our mission, and Cellular Operators Association of India, the voice of Indian telecom. Then we have the Telecom Centers of Excellence and Convergence India, ladies and gentlemen. The three categories, of course, were featured and felicitated at the India Mobile Congress by the Honorable Minister of Communications, Shri Manoj Sinha, and the three winners who were felicitated were Accenture, Ekin Care, and Mahindra Comviva. And as we go on further, ladies and gentlemen, as you know, we support safe and happy periods, dedicated efforts for menstrual education towards shame-free and pain-free menstruation time. And we have KPMG, our knowledge partner, and also the auditor of the awards. The government of Goa for hosting this incredible evening to recognize innovators of the ICT domain. And to take this evening forward, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to welcome Mr. Bhupesh Daheria, the CEO of Aegis School of Data Science and Cybersecurity and Telecom. Also the founder of the Aegis Graham Bell Awards, ladies and gentlemen, to welcome all of us gathered here this evening, ladies and gentlemen. Please put your hands together for Mr. Bhupesh Daheria.
Thank you so much. Good evening, everybody. And I'm Bhupesh Daheria on behalf of Aegis School of Business, Telecommunication, Cybersecurity, Telecom. On behalf of our supporters, Government of Goa, Cellular Operator Association, TCOE, KPMG, and other partners, I welcome all of you over here in 9th edition of Aegis Graham Bell Awards. I'm really glad that all of you really could make to Goa such a vibrant city. So far we have been stuck to city called Delhi, and I realize the temperature in Delhi even in winter is pretty high, right? So we should really move our destination to Goa, where we can really do some chill out and really see some innovations over here. Let me walk you through what actually prompted us to start this Aegis Graham Bell Awards. So being an entrepreneur, I always realized, like, we started this award way back in 2010. And now these days, you will find that all these innovators, entrepreneurs, they have become like a celebrity, page 3 celebrities. But back then, if you become an entrepreneur, it was very difficult to even get yourself married, which Dr. Gangopadhyay was talking about in innovation panel, right? Which he didn't say, but that's the kind of mindset we have. And though I come from like a drama background, all my 4 years I did drama, but I was pretty much rather not disappointed by seeing that all the, say, film stars, singers, dancers being recognized on prime time on television, but we never ever recognize on our prime time to innovators, to entrepreneurs. Most of the awards in India, they are primarily given to those who have never done innovations, and most of these awards were primarily given to chairmen, CEOs. Welcome, Mr. Amaya, Secretary for Department of IT for Government of Goa. We are glad to have you over here, sir. So I was talking about the history of Aegis Graham Bell Award. I was pretty disappointed that why we are not recognizing our innovators, and if this is the way we keep on continuing recognizing, perhaps one day the whole country will become a country of dancers and singers, cynically, right? That is not, didn't mean to really demean them, but if we have to really reach to a level wherein we become a knowledge economy, which we have become, but if you have to really graduate to the innovation economy, we need to really start recognizing innovators, entrepreneurs, and then only we can really build an innovation economy. Most of these innovators, so there is a common notion that innovation only happens in startup. And when we started this award, this notion was proven wrong. even the large companies, they do a lot of innovation. We have seen innovation coming from large companies like Tech Mahindra, Vodafone, Airtel, as good innovation as which is coming from even the startup companies, right? So we said, let's create a platform wherein whether you're a startup company or whether you're a billion-dollar company, you don't get any leverage, because in a real world where dog eat dog fall, you'll not be getting any leverage because you're a startup or you're a billion-dollar company. I remember like in 2011, Honorable Minister Sachin Pilot was standing beside me, and when the award was announced, the startup company I would not like to really name, the startup company won against a multi-billion-dollar company. And he said, Bhupesh, what is this? I said, that's the reason you're standing beside me, because here we don't care whether you're a startup company, you're running out of 1 BHK apartment from Bangalore, or whether you're a billion-dollar company. We primarily give recognition to innovations. And that with that spirit, for all these years, we have been running this award. And I'm glad that yes, we have reached to this level. And I really would like to really express my gratitude and thanks for Government of Goa, and especially IT Secretary, that yes, you have extended your hand and hosted this Aegis Graham Bell Award over here. When I see, other than say recognition, because in this award we don't give any monetary benefit, we simply recognize them. And this recognition really takes them in a long way, because in such a society wherein doing innovation is really difficult, because you have to really sacrifice everything and there is no social support. Your family discourages you, society discourages you, and after a year or two you start realizing that it is all about the bread and butter, and that's the reason a lot of companies, they really shut down their operations and go back for hunting the job. This recognition actually helps them not to look back, right? It continuously motivates them that yes, they have to really do the innovation. And with this spirit, we laid down the foundation. And more than innovation or motivation, when I see, look around in Goa, such a beautiful city, such a peace and calm city, if this kind of environment can be really provided to innovators, it can really add wings to their imagination. It can really fire their innovation, which perhaps cities like Bangalore, Pune, Gurgaon, Hyderabad has become completely transformed into concrete jungles, right? There's no space, there's no greenery. And my father used to work for forest department. I can't imagine that in such a concrete jungles, even children can really innovate if the innovation society can be sustained. All these years, India has been labeled as a destination for low-cost workers, right? And we were doing primarily low-cost IT job. Fortunately, this scene has been changing for last couple of years, and we are seeing all the major companies have started setting up their innovation center, and you will see that today in evening, like you will see a lot of breakthrough innovation which has come, which is not just say jugaad or perhaps a merely process improvement work. Some breakthrough innovations has come. With this note, I would like to really thank all of you for coming over here for this celebration, and let's enjoy the celebration tonight for the innovators. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Bhupesh Dahiria, for shedding light on this amazing initiative that you started off with the awards, and right now we are in the 9th edition. And as you know, it's the government of Goa that have collaborated with the Aegis Graham Bell Awards. And ladies and gentlemen, this evening we are honored to have the IT Secretary of Government of Goa, Mr. Abhay Abhyankar, who's going to be speaking about Goa and the association about Goa and the awards. So ladies and gentlemen, I'd like you all to please put your hands together for Abhay Abhyankar, who shall be speaking to us. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, the organizers of this conference, Aegis, and all esteemed dignitaries, a very warm welcome to the state of Goa. Everybody who comes here, they always say, you know, that when you land, you feel relaxed. But sometimes the relaxation starts from the point of departure. So even in the freezing cold weather of Delhi, people will still have shed many layers of clothes and got into Bermudas and a t-shirt in anticipation of the relaxation in Goa. So while Goa has traditionally been known for tourism and mining, now the government under the leadership of our Chief Minister, Mr. Manohar Parrikar, has a very strong focus on helping Goa to move from a traditional tourism and mining economy to a knowledge economy. So there is a lot of focus on IT and IT enabled industries as well as startups. And we very strongly believe that Goa is the right place for a culture of innovation to come and settle down. Goans traditionally have always been very innovative people. So if you go back to Goan history, you will find that Goans were seafarers. Right in the 14th and 15th century, you had people going to Zanzibar and Mozambique, which was absolutely something that very few people know. So now when we look at the government of Goa's efforts, we have both challenge and opportunity. So our opportunity lies in the fact that we are a small state with 1.5 million people with an incredible diversity of landscapes. We are a state that has the highest per capita income in the country, that's around 35,000 rupees a month. We would probably have the highest per capita availability of metalled roads, undoubtedly educational and health infrastructure better than any other part of India. So if you see our HDI indicators, they are probably somewhere at par with even the European Union, especially our health indicators, be they IMR, MMR. So we as a state believe that we have the potential to grow into probably somewhat like a Silicon Valley of India. We have opportunity in the sense that there are 8 engineering colleges and several other technical institutions that produce, roughly speaking, put together around 2,500 graduates every single year. One thing that we've realized is that despite policies and incentives, the most important factor for investment decision for any company to set up a technical or development center would be the availability of talent, and not merely the availability of talent but the availability of highly skilled talent. And so we feel that with 2,500 people graduating every year, we have that opportunity. So the state in its IT policy and startup policy focuses on industries which are having a focus on disruptive and emerging technologies, be it IoT, be it 3D printing, artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning, drones, virtual reality. So our focus is there. Our policies are extremely practical. They, especially on the IT side, we understand that any new technical or development center that sets up requires to have a palatable business case until it becomes its own profit center. So the IT policy is built to make that business case as palatable as possible. So there are reimbursements of different kinds, whether they be in terms of rentals, whether they be in terms of rebates on stamp duty, salary reimbursements, even reimbursements for certifications which people working for you will acquire. So there are around 18 schemes designed very practically. On the startup side, the same thing, we want to support early stage startups, startups which are requiring acceleration, and then of course the mature startups. So there again, there are 14 schemes very practically built. I'm happy to inform you that unlike only schemes, we recently have also delivered on those schemes. So about 30 lakhs in seed fund has been given. And this is unlike seed funding which other states do, where it's in the form of an interest-free loan or there is a equity swap. So in our case, the seed fund that is distributed actually goes out as a grant. It's not too much, 10 lakhs, but for a bootstrapped entrepreneur, it means a lot of money. So our focus is to try and build high quality human resource in domains where we are able to do a skill mapping of the state in terms of aptitude of people, and then create a high level of skill set so that you have full stack developers, highly capable. So industries would automatically come, and we would value innovation. There are one of our non-IT startups, product startups, is actually somebody who's devised a machine that helps you to climb up a coconut tree and pluck coconuts, which in Goa today is a big issue because you don't find people to pluck coconuts. That's one particular product. If it's properly leveraged, it can create a multi-million-dollar opportunity for any entrepreneur. So innovation, we firmly believe in. Our policy is committed to innovation, and on part of the Department of IT, I warmly welcome all of you, not only to attend the Graham Bell Awards, which when I heard about them, it's merit driven, disregarding where you came from, how long you've been in the race, but purely rewarding innovation. And I think this is something for which we must give a very loud round of applause to the organizers. This country is built on innovation called Jugaad, but that's frugal innovation. What we now need to do is take this DNA trait of ours and scale it up to the next level, where this innovation has an inherent quality to see into the future and to see how frugal innovation can be taken into a landscape changing innovation. And I think that will begin when we start re-engineering the minds of our young people, not dampening their curiosity, forcing them to become more curious, ask questions, and at the same time building on their fundamentals. So I seek this platform to invite each and every one of you. Please come. We are open to having you set up a technical center here. Again, we don't want to become the next Bangalore or Hyderabad. We like life as it is over here, quiet, peaceful. So we would like companies which have small technical teams, where the top innovators come here. There's a nice salubrious environment where you can ideate, innovate. You meet a crazy and a very diverse bunch of people in Goa, which you'd probably not meet anywhere else in the country. And they are from all over the world, and they are very eclectic and disruptive in terms of the thoughts that they represent. So we'd love for all the innovators to come and drop anchor, however small it be, in this land. This is a land where Durga, who is otherwise fierce, has become Shanta Durga. So I would invite all of you, please come. We have a very active investment promotion team. We have a team that is staffed out from Ernst & Young, and they will be there to do both a hard and a soft assist for you. You'll have no landing troubles and no takeoff troubles either. We've signed MOUs with two companies, one a $2.5 billion company, which got their office started in 60 days of signing of the MOU, and another which did the same thing in 75 days. So we are committed. The IT minister unfortunately has a family function. It's a cousin's wedding, so if he doesn't attend that, he'll be blacklisted from the family. So he conveys his apologies. I have conveyed to him he's trying his best to join us later in the evening for the networking for some time, so that he's able to interact with all of you and understand what drives the animal spirits of innovation. On my side, I once again compliment the organizers, and I welcome all of you to this Graham Bell Awards ceremony, and may the best innovators be recognized and rewarded. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Abhyankar, for shedding your light on Goa's new policies. And before we go on to the presentation of the awards, ladies and gentlemen, just to shed some light on how the selection process takes place for the winners of the Aegis Graham Bell Awards, I would like to kindly invite Mr. Mubin Sheikh, who's a partner Cybersecurity KPMG, to share some light on the selection process, ladies and gentlemen. So here we have Mr. Mubin Sheikh, who shall be telling us about the selection process.
Very good evening all. As I said, Goa is really good in terms of weather and peace, quiet. Again, I'm from a city of Pune, and it reminds me my hometown also sometimes. Before we go, and as Bhupesh said, that this is all about the innovation. So I want to talk to you about the two things about this process. One, we had received, and this is in reality, that all the innovation nominations which we received were from the large, mid-size, small, bootstraps, all the type of companies we have received it. That's one thing which is in a reality rather than just a talk of the town. The second, to compete in this soil, I just want to mention that the nominations were not just from India, but were from Sweden. were from the USA, Singapore, and Maldives. So you guys are not just competing with the people in India, we are competing with the few people and the USA also. So these are the two things which I wanted to highlight before we go to a very simple process which we followed. Although it was a simple, it was fair, stringent, and to the merit oriented. Once we received the nominations, all the nominations were presented to the esteemed jury. Esteemed jury details are out. And this then esteemed jury evaluated each and every nominations based on 4-5 key parameters. The first one was the uniqueness of the product. That goes very well said, that how is that product slash solution which has been given a unique, and it was evaluated. Second thing was the commercial value and impact. That's very important, that how it's commercially valued and impact one is there. Third thing was that social impact of this innovation. And the last 2 points which are very carefully chosen by the jury for discussion and debate were the sustainability. Sometimes what happens that innovations are good, people get excited, but in the time of the world, do they sustain? That's the most important thing. So that was chosen very carefully, saying that sustainability. And the last, and in this age, and again, sorry to take these two names, the age of Microsoft and Apple, we wanted to have the innovations which are interoperable. It should not be tagged to one ecosystem. It should be easy to be used by a common man to a corporate world person. So these are the 5 key parameters were taken. Those parameters were given to the jury. Jury evaluated each and every nominations. Around 43, 44 participants were there, and then all the participants, this is another good, all who were selected were given a chance to present their case in front of jury. It was a long marathon sessions for the jury, and hats off to the juries. They sat down to those discussions, evaluated each and every to the critical points. Then this jury gave the awards. The KPMG was an independent observer, come facilitator to this scoring methodology, and based on those predetermined parameters which I said, and the highest scoring team was selected based on very fair, merit-oriented, no big, no small size, pure play on these 5-6 parameters, and innovation being the core to that. That was the methodology. I wish I was part of this innovation, but as a KPMG, we are the facilitators, so I could not join this. So it was so interesting one. And I know we are going to congratulate all the winners, but from this stage, I also want to congratulate all the nominees and those who have participated. Winning and losing may be a one-time game, but those who have participated, those who were the nominees, I congratulate for them also, because of you, the best innovation has come out of it. Yeah. And looking forward to have this fun-filled evening. Thank you all.
Well, thank you very much, Mubin, for shedding light on our selection process of the winners. Of course, KPMG are knowledge partners. And as I also would like to request Mubin to kindly get back on stage in just a while, because now we have the unveiling of a white paper, and it's going to be on the thought leadership report that's jointly presented by KPMG and Aegis on the topic reimagining India in the context of the cybersecurity threats. And at this juncture, I would like to invite our guest of honor, IT Secretary of Goa, to kindly come up on the dais, and would like to request Mr. Bhupesh Daheria, CEO of Aegis School of Data Science, to escort him on the dais. Also like to invite the chairman of the Aegis, Mr. Bharat Chaparwal, Dean of Aegis, Dr. Abhijit Gangopadhyay, the Honorary Director of Aegis, Mr. Ved Prakash Chandan as well. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the unveiling of the white paper. Well, here you have the white paper, Reimagining India in the Context of Cybersecurity Threats. And once again, I'd like to request Mubin to kindly shed some light on this thought leadership process report that we have.
Thank you, distinguished guests, for and personalities for inaugurating this thought leadership. As we said, this is the reimagining India in the context of cybersecurity. Cybersecurity is not a new topic, so it's going to be a difficult job me to talk about the cybersecurity for 10 minutes, but I will try to be as crisp as possible. And I'm going to read through it because I want to ensure that I do not lose the messages. We all know the technology has created the wonders in our lives. The technology has been considered and it has delivered. That's another message which we want to pass on, that technology has actually delivered to its promise to bring the growth of a human being and the society. Technology has really put the power in our hand, and what better that the telecommunication industry has a major role to play into it. From simple things, and I want to say very, very simple things like WhatsApping the dishes in the kitchen, looking at the kids' progress report, tracking our kids in the school bus GPSs. Very small, small things. The technology has actually brought a joy and happiness to our life. I'm not talking about any corporate world innovations. I'm talking about the personal innovations which the technology has helped. And while every good thing has its own side effect, the technology has brought in few of the side effects also. And I believe we have had a lot of reliance on the technologies. I just want to give one example that how the technology has become a more important as a national asset. An example of the FIFA World Cup. Now, if a host nation who organizes the FIFA World Cup, the FIFA committee says that you need to test a telecommunication network for its performance and security before you are hosting a FIFA World Cup. Now, this has nothing to do with the football, but they talk about the telecommunication network in the FIFA World Cup also. So that much reliance which has happened about technology in the world. Now, with that, we talk about that banking sector have a tremendous potential opportunity to have all being having on the banking sector inclusiveness. It has also got a multi-dimensional attacks. Today, cyber attacks have become more and more organized. I don't know whether you guys follow the cyber attacks, but because this is a part of my job, I do follow. And I don't know whether you saw this, and I will not take the names. One of the multinational company's CEO has been fired 2 weeks back because he has duped the Indian co-partner of his CEO for a phishing attack. That CEO, global CEO, has called up Indian CEO saying that we are doing a merger and acquisition. This is very confidential. Do not talk to anybody else. And he said that for the transaction purpose, you open up an account in a Gmail account. Now that Indian CEO has opened up the account in a Gmail account, the global CEO is telling you to do so. And over a 1 month period, that global CEO had made him to talk to the investors, bankers, potential targets, presentation. So he has organized everything to this Indian CEO for last 1 month over a period of time. It's completely organized sector. And after that, global CEO asked this Indian CEO to say that through the Indian system, you transfer X amount of money to this account for this mergers and acquisition. This is a pure play case of a spear phishing attack. And the big company CEO, if it's susceptible to this kind of an attack, we as an individual are definitely susceptible to this attack. And that's why we thought that the cybersecurity plays a very important role. And with an Aegis, we thought that we should talk about the cybersecurity thought leadership, and this thought leadership has come to a picture. This again, one more point which we want to place in our mind, that when we talk about the cybersecurity is about hacking, it's about the loss of money, but cybersecurity is beyond anything. And that's where I want to bring our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji's vision when he spoke at 25th year anniversary of NASSCOM, where he said that the way the Indian IT industry has grown and become more than a $60 billion, he wants the Indian cybersecurity industry also to grow and become a multi-billion-dollar company. He had actually asked NASSCOM to set up something called as a cybersecurity task force. And by the way, that's in practice right now. And with a vision saying that to develop a cybersecurity industry in India from the current 1% market share to the 10% market share by 2025, build a trend base of more than $1 million. And that's where the states like Goa can take an advantage, because there is a definitely shortage of the skills in the cybersecurity. I'm in the business. I do not find the people who have the basic skills in the cybersecurity. And the state of Goa can definitely take an advantage, where we can have a private institution, academias, government schools can definitely put more and more cybersecurity courses. And third thing where the Aegis Graham Bell Award is directly supporting is that the Prime Minister Narendra Modi's vision is also to ensure that the Indian products becomes the global products. Indian products are not just serving the Indian geography, but they are serving the global geography. So with this, not about the hacking, but also about the talent, about the cybersecurity products, our thought leadership with the Aegis does talk about all the facets of this. So when you read through it, you will realize that it talks about the lack of skills, it talks about the constituents of a cybersecurity framework, it talks about the manifesto of cybercriminal. In addition to this, what KPMG has written, we thought that we should have the collaboration from the industry speakers. So we have the anecdotes, quotes from the industry speaker weaved into the particular subject in this. As well as we have given some knowledge nuggets for you guys, where you should be able to see through that, saying that what kind of an attacks which have happened in the banking industry in the Indian subcontinent last 12 months period. Just to give an information, because sometimes what happens, you say that you have a lot of information, but finding that information from authentic source has a lot of difficulty. And the last thing which I want to say is that this reimagining cybersecurity threats thing again has been printed in the eco-friendly friendly paper, as well as we have ensured that we give a QR code. It is behind it, so that more than a hard copy, let's read through a soft copy so that we save our nature here also. With this, thank you Aegis for giving this time, and all the best for the next future awards.
Thank you very much, Mubin, for shedding light on the white paper. Now, without much ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's go straight forward and get into the award ceremony. This is the 9th edition of the Aegis Graham Bell Awards, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm sure prize winners here will be happy to receive the awards. And first and foremost, I'd like to kindly call upon Dr. Abhijit Gangopadhyay, and I'd like to also request Mr. Bhupesh Dahiria to kindly escort our guest of honor on the days for giving away the prizes. In the first category that we have, and also Mubin would like to join us as well here on stage. Okay, fine. The first category, ladies and gentlemen, Digital India. In this category, we have had nomination titles, and the winner in this category is Kirat Communication, ladies and gentlemen.
So the winner is Kirat Communication.
Yes.
Please give him a loud round of applause.
Well, their nomination title was titled Connecting Every Wi-Fi with Solar Solution. Congratulations to you. Well, we're gonna quickly go and check who the winner is in the next category of Innovation in Smart City. So can we have...
And the winner is Parallel Wireless.
Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen, for Parallel Wireless. Nomination title for Parallel Wireless System. Here we have the winners, Parallel Wireless, in the Innovation in Smart City category. In the category of application for social good, we're gonna see who the winner is.
The winner is Accenture.
All right, let's put it up, ladies and gentlemen. Their nomination title read Extended Reality for helping the hearing impaired dance to the vibration of music. Application for social good. Congratulations to Accenture and the winners. In the next category, ladies and gentlemen, we have the innovative mobile app for consumer, and we're gonna see who the winner is for that category.
The winner is Niramai.
Well, they've come out with an app called Maitri, which helps in screening breast cancer using mobiles, ladies and gentlemen. Fantastic app indeed. Well, thank you very much, gentlemen. Thank you very much, sir. Please can take a seat. Yes. Well, I'd like to invite Mr. VP Chandan and Commander Dr. J. Jenna to kindly join us on the dais for the next few awards. In the category Innovation in Health, we're going to see who the winner is.
The winner is Sanskrit Tech Smart Solutions Private Limited.
Well, in the next category, we have service innovation, and we're going to see who the winner is for service innovation.
The winner is Airtel.
Well, Airtel for service innovation. Their nomination title, Airtel Career Digital Platform. Next category, we have the innovative telecom solution. Wait and see who the winners are. In fact, we have 2 rankings in this, I think.
Yeah. This winner is Huawei and Airtel together.
Well, that was innovative telecom solution, and they got the first ranking. Why? And we also have the second ranking for innovative telecom solution. So we're gonna watch and see who got the second ranking.
Second ranking goes to Parallel Wireless.
Well, let's put it up, ladies and gentlemen, for Parallel Wireless. They've the HeadNet Gateway nomination title. Well, we would like to thank our jury members, VP Chandan and Commander JJ Janan. If you would take a seat, thank you very much. We'd like to call upon our other jury members who are here with us present. I'd like to kindly invite Sudhir Gupta to kindly join us here on the dais, along with Bharat Chaparwal. They're part of our jury team. In the category of innovative value-added services, we're gonna see who the winner is in the innovative value-added services category.
Winner is Reliance Jio.
Yes. We have the CEO of Reliance Jio Goa Maharashtra Circle, Umesh Turve, receiving the award. Innovative value-added services with Jio Interact. Thank you very much, sir, and congratulations. Moving into the next category in the innovative telecom product. We also have 3 rankings in this.
The winner is C dot.
Yes, with the first ranking, C dot. With the nomination title, C dot Bamboo Wi-Fi. Congratulations to C dot. The second ranking, we're gonna see who gets the second ranking in innovative telecom product.
So the winner is Smartiply.
Smartiply with the nomination title reading Edge Gateway with Bandwidth Bonding. Getting the second ranking in innovative telecom product. And in the same category, we have the third ranking, innovative telecom product, and we're gonna wait to see the winner.
The winner is Tejas Network.
Tejas Networks, ladies and gentlemen. With their title, they come up with the world's most versatile optical network transformation product, Aegis Network. We'd like to thank our jury members Sudhir Gupta and Bharat Chaparwal. Thank you very much, gentlemen. And I'd like to now invite our other jury members, T.R. Dua, ladies and gentlemen, and Amitabh Dey, if you all may kindly join us on the dais for the next set of awards, starting off with the Innovation in OSS/BSS category.
Winner is Cisco.
Winners in Innovation in OSS and BSS, Cisco, ladies and gentlemen, with their mass scale automation. In the next category of Innovation in Telecom Infrastructure, we're going to see who takes off with the honors. In this category as well, we have 2 rankings.
And the award goes to Bharti Infratel.
Bharti Infratel, ladies and gentlemen, connecting India. Congratulations. Well, in the same category, we have the second ranking, and this is in the same category of Innovation in Telecom Infrastructure. We're going to see who the second winner is.
An award goes to Cisco.
Mastering Scale and Convergence for Mobile Backhaul was the nomination title in the Innovation in Telecom Infrastructure category. Winners, Cisco, ladies and gentlemen. In the next section, the category of Innovative Enterprise Solution, we are gonna see who takes the top honors.
Winner is HCL.
HCL, ladies and gentlemen, for the nomination title, Atlas. Winners of the Innovative Enterprise Solution. Well, we would like to thank our jury members on the stage. So thank you very much. And I take this opportunity to also now invite PK Garg and Vimal Vakhalu to kindly join us on stage for presenting the next set of awards, starting off with the Innovation in Cloud, in the category Innovation in Cloud.
And the award goes to Cloud Optics.
Continuous Security and Compliance Monitoring for Hybrid Cloud. Cloud Optics, ladies and gentlemen. In In the next category, innovation in Internet of Things or IoT, we gonna see who the winners are. We have 4 rankings in that.
The winner is UIB.
UIB, ladies and gentlemen, Unification Engine, their nomination title for innovation in Internet of Things. In the same category, innovation in IoT, we have another winner. Second ranking.
The winner is Tata Communications.
Tata Communications for an ecosystem-driven IoT solutions for India, taking the honors in the innovation in IoT category. In the same category, ladies and gentlemen, we have a third winner, and we're gonna just hold on to your breath and see who the winner is.
And the winner is AM Technologies.
AM Technologies for innovation in IoT for their nomination title AM IoT or MIoT platform. And in the same category, ladies and gentlemen, we have another winner, innovation in IoT.
The winner is Live and Sense.
Live and Sense, the winners of innovation in IoT with their nomination titled Well Sense. Well, here are the winners, ladies and gentlemen. Live and Sense. I'd like to thank our jury members on the stage as well. Thank you so much. And we're coming to the last category, ladies and gentlemen. And to do the honors, along with our guest of honor, I'd like to kindly invite R.K. Upadhyay and Kalol Kanungo to kindly come on stage for the last set of awards, ladies and gentlemen. We're starting off with the innovation in data science.
And the winner is... Did you hear it? No? Yeah. Okay. V-Phrase.
The winners in the innovation in data science, ladies and gentlemen, for their nomination title, Fraser V-Phrase. Well, innovation in data science, we have another ranking in this, and we're going to see who is the winner. Yes.
So this category innovation in data science, winner is NIVI.
Winners in innovation in data science, NIVI, ladies and gentlemen, for their nomination titled Body Industrial Analytics Product. Well, in the same category, we have another winner, innovation in data sciences.
The winner is Yes Bank.
Yes Bank for their nomination titled Yes, Engaged, Enrich, and Excel. Yes, Triple E. Yes Bank. And the award in the same category, Innovation in Data Science, the last award for this evening. And the winner Unifor, ladies and gentlemen, winners, Innovation in Data Science. We would like to thank our jury members. Ladies and gentlemen, today the government of Goa is announcing a centralized placement portal for the institutes in Goa, and we have a memorandum of understanding that will be exchanged. So I'd like to request the exchange of the MOU that's going to be happening here. Centralized placement portal for the institutes in Goa. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together as the I3 Secretary, Amaya Benkar here, exchanges the MOU, and I would like to request Amaya to kindly shed some light on this memorandum.
Firstly, I'd like to extend a very warm thanks to Bhupesh ji. This idea came out of a simple conversation. Both of us were equally concerned about the fact that students, when students take up any academic discipline for learning, one of the primary considerations behind decision making is availability of jobs. And secondly, then, when they are skilled, how do they become visible to companies so that they become attractive from a placement standpoint? So these are two challenges, and out of that conversation has come about this MOU. So we will be partnering with MUNI and Bhupeshji's team and launching probably the first of its kind state and private sector driven portal, wherein universities and colleges under them would be able to put up placement brochures of their students. Industries that want to recruit them will know that those people are available and that they fit a certain skill set, and students will get to know that, you know, how does the market for jobs look like. So it's a win-win situation for everybody, and we hope to extend this collaboration from students to working professionals, and basically try and make sure that every graduate who comes out of our degree colleges has skill sets that are industry relevant, and he also knows what the shelf life of those skill sets is, so that he doesn't sit easy and also concentrates on reskilling. Thank you very much, Bhupeshji.
I would like to take this opportunity to appeal all the participating companies over here to use this centralized placement portal for Goa. All of you can create the account yourself, or our team can create the account and send you the user ID and password. This is a centralized portal wherein you can really search the talent which is available in Goa based on the skills, based on the degrees and all those stuff. So you don't have to really contact to individual candidate. Your account will be already created, and we are helping state of Goa to really impart exponential technology skills to these candidates. So this is a wonderful opportunity. You can actually leverage on this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Bhupesh. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let me share a very disturbing fact about India's missing children. That on an average, there are 174 children that go missing every day, and almost more than half of them remain untraced. And the government of Goa has a wonderful initiative, and along with Aegis, an important step, in fact, to finding these missing children. And now we're going to have this project that's titled Sharing the Project Kojo. Let's find a missing child, and along with the IT secretary, we have Mr. Bhupesh Daheria, who shall be exchanging another memorandum of understanding to trace those missing children, ladies and gentlemen. Such an important step, sharing the project Kojo, and I'm sure we'll have both of them also speak about this important memorandum.
So this was part B of that conversation. So how this developed is that I was sharing with Bhupeshji that many a times, you know, you switch on your Facebook page, and on your storyline you find these appeals for help, that so and so child has gone missing, or then there are these group of people who post photographs of children with a handler whom they find to be suspicious, and you are wondering, okay, you're just circulating those messages by sharing them on your own wall and hoping that others will do the same. And then you have this particular application where the photographs of all missing children and also trafficked women, which are registered under all the police stations across the country, are being stored in a cloud, and you have facial recognition tech. So if I see a child in Goa whom I feel just out of suspicion falls into one of those categories, I can just take a photograph and put it up onto that portal, and presto, if I get a match, imagine at least some family somewhere will have a peaceful night's sleep knowing that their child has been found and will be, you know, restored back to their safe custody. So I must compliment. So that's the app, Project Kojo, and again, this is a visionary thinking, and this will bring a lot of cheer to many sleepless families.
So in fact, this project was close to our heart, and in India, like almost 100,000 kids goes missing every year. And last year, I read a news about that 15,000 girl children in Maharashtra, which is one of the supposedly advanced state, gone missing in year 2017. This news looks shocking, but this is nothing shocking. It is a part and parcel of our life. Human trafficking, child trafficking has become the necessary evil of this society, and we somehow convince ourselves that these evils are going to live with us. Last year we took this challenge and we said, okay, data science, AI, machine learning, deep learning is not only about making money, and we set up a division called data science for social good. And under this initiative, we hired scholars, and we hired one of the major scholar, Dr. Suresh, who is not here. He has contributed a lot, and Vishy is also not here. Both of these guys, along with other faculty members and student, we build this app. And what this app essentially does, uh, you simply take the photograph of any wandering child, which is also an issue now these days. And for that, we have also joined hand with Maharashtra National Law University to give us support. You just simply take a photograph, and what it does, you take a photograph, it goes on the cloud and it matches and all those stuff which happens. The interesting part is once it finds the match, it sends the alert to parents, it sends the alert to nearest police station, it sends alert to the police station where the complaint was originated, and it sends alert to NGO because children cannot be kept into police station. And the technology part was a bit difficult to really solve, but more than the technology, the bigger piece is the society. India has almost 1.3 billion people, and roughly around 450 million people carry the smartphone, and we can't really employ these kind of police guys. And imagine even 10% of the people, like 45 million or 40 million, carrying the mobile phone and tracking these children, those who are begging, because most of the children, those who into begging trade, they were abducted somewhere. Believe me, in next 1 year, you will not find any children which has gone missing. Human trafficking, women trafficking, human trafficking will become the history of past, but it requires support from everybody. Government alone, as a institute alone, we cannot really do. We need the participation from each of us, society, media, government, and I'm glad that Mr. Amaya liked this whole idea in the first go, and now we'll be implementing this whole project in Goa. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, gentlemen, for your wonderful words and shedding light on Project Kojo. I would now kindly like to invite Mr. Praveen Volvodkar, the MD of ITG and Deputy Director of IT Goa, to kindly do the vote of thanks.
Good evening, everyone. On behalf of Department of Information Technology, Government of Goa, I express my sincere thanks to the Aegis School of Business, Data Science, Cybersecurity and Telecommunication for the innovatives of Aegis Graham Bell Awards. I would also like to thank the key partners of the event, COAI, TCOE, Convergence India, MUni Campus, KPMG. Would also like to thank the esteemed jury for their valuable time for shortlisting the winners. The winners and the nominees participating for the 9th edition of Aegis Graham Bell Awards. Thank you to the organizing team of Aegis Graham Bell Awards. It is indeed important to recognize Indian innovators and the fact that their innovations can change the lives of millions of people worldwide. One of the transforming factors of technology startup is their matchless potential to exponentially scale up and also creation of large pool of jobs. Government of Goa has a vision to make Goa as one of the most preferred startup destination of India and make it feature in the top 25 startup destinations in Asia by 2025. Keeping this vision in mind, the government has notified the Goa Startup Policy 2017 and the Goa IT Policy 2018, whereby various incentive schemes have been formulated for the startups and the IT companies to avail the benefits. Before concluding, let me express my sincere gratitude to our Honorable Chief Minister, Shri Manohar Parrikar ji, Honorable IT Minister, Shri Rohan Khaunte ji, and Guest of Honor, Secretary IT, Shri Amaya Abhyankar ji, who are the real reasons for all the milestones achieved so far. Sir, thank you for much being there. In the end, I would like to thank my team of Department of Information Technology, Infotech Corporation of Goa, Startup Promotion Cell, and Entertainment Society of Goa for putting everything together. Once again, thank you all. Enjoy the evening.
Thank you very much, Praveen. Ladies and gentlemen, now as we conclude, we'd like to have a group photograph with all the winners, the jury members as well, and our guest of honor. We request all the winners to kindly come here on the dais. And don't forget, we have a nice cocktail and dinner party just outside this auditorium. So kindly join us for an evening of fun and entertainment outside, ladies and gentlemen. And once again, congratulations to winners, to all the winners, and we are extremely happy once again to see you all here at the 9th edition of the Aegis Graham Bell Awards. Can I have our guest of honor, our jury members and the prize winners with your trophies for a group photograph of the 9th edition of the Aegis Graham Bell Awards here in Goa?
Frugal innovation runs in our blood. With frugal innovation, we tend to find solutions for our current problem. But what about the future? Are we the futurist of the world? We often been questioned on the endowment of our countrymen to be at the power of innovation. And we've been questioned on the originality of the innovation. And the question asked, is India innovative?
India has the largest population of the blind. From past 65 years, we have been empowering the visually challenged persons to bring them in the mainstream society with the assistive technology.
75,000 ladies every year dying in India because of breast cancer. We as a team wanted to change this scene.
134 million customers in 170 days. Never happened before. The fastest growing startup in the world.
Thank you very much, gentlemen, ladies. Thanks to our guests. Kindly join us outside, ladies and gentlemen, for cocktails and dinner in true Goan with music. And if you feel like dancing as well, you can do that, ladies and gentlemen.